her. We'll take her. But Yvette,
Thank you so
again,
much.
congratulations again. And you know, it's a shame that most of our today's specials are gone, but holy smoke, when you and I were chatting via text, this price is cuckoo, kachoo. It's actually even better than a today's special in my own opinion at $49.95. It's a 3-pay flex pay. Flex pay is open to anyone watching this show, $16.65, 90-day return policy. Yvette, I'm gonna pass the baton to you. We're still talking about wind and weather, which even if that were the whole story, they are a brand, they are a force to be reckoned with. It's so nice they do these things exclusively for us.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm still standing here by the Today Special, but I'm going to move over to that Plume spinner real quick. So just follow me right on over.
See, I should have strapped my Fitbit onto you. Hey, by the way, as Yvette does that, remember, this day only, and you can probably guess, the price is only good for today. Jared is my producer. I just want to double check. We do have all the colors, correct? So we've got the green copper. Okay, you're looking at the multicolor. So that's the multicolor that you see on your screen. We also have a green copper, bronze, and is there also, okay, multicolor and green copper, the two choices in availability. By the way, in terms of sizing, and Yvette's tall too. Yvette's like 5'6", I'm like 5'8". These are 75 and a quarter inches in height and then 24 inches in the length. I can't transpose that into feet and inches, so I'll just go what's on my product information. Well, I feel like you should be covering some weather story here in Florida. I mean, you look like you're ready for action, Yvette.
You know what? Today has been a true wind and weather day all day long. But to the testament of their quality, right? We're out here in the elements, and this is what they do best, Shannon. They bring us these products that really make a statement in our yard. They're defining, they're like something that you would pick up at an art show, but yet the technology and the quality is what we're talking about. These are all powder coated, and they have a very sturdy pole that can go right in the yard, as you see them here, or you can put them in a planter. So if you have limited space, you can decorate vertically with these as well. And you know what? What I think is pretty cool is if for some reason you did want that copper and verdigris, here it is in the Plume spinner. If you want the multicolor, here it is in the Plume spinner. So now we're giving you the opportunity to get home what maybe you missed earlier in the Today Special, or you could pick up the bronze and then maybe this multicolor one.
Oh, girl, are you reading my mind? Am I that transparent? Because I was just gonna say, you gotta show, it's like love and marriage. Better than any of my marriages because the two shall not be separated.
They're gorgeous, don't they match? They're awesome.
They do. But when I said wind and weather, we're so proud to have them here, and you, of course, as a brand on HSN. They really are the leaders of the pack, so to speak. Yeah. And the price is one thing, but when you get them at home, yes, our crews have been doing an amazing job. Yvette, you and your daughter's name is Courtney, you said?
Yeah, come here, Courtney. Okay. Come out here real quick.
The camera woman, Courtney. She's
gonna tell you.
Oh my gosh.
She's been behind the scenes all day long with the different lighting. It's a different element when you're outside. So she's been doing a great job. Thank you so much, Courtney.
Awesome job. But you know, case in point, I actually did a post on one of my Instagrams earlier today. I actually got soaked. There was a tornado warning earlier today. There was a lot of rain. I mean, so listen, I might not hold up so good in inclement weather. These, I don't have to worry about, right?
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. And again, remember, Wind and Weather's passion is to bring their customers something different, something unique, something that you can't just get at your neighbor home improvement store. So you're gonna have something in your yard that is gonna be the envy of the neighborhood with these spinners. And right now, I really want to take the opportunity to thank Wind and Weather for allowing me to represent them today, because they are truly an amazing company.
They are indeed. Hey, Yvette, I don't know if this is scheduled later on or not, but I can tell you for a fact, we've already sold hundreds of these. So hundreds of these already spoken for.
Yeah.
Thank you again for the shot, guys. You can see, like love and marriage, at least some marriages, these shall never be separated. Go for that beautiful copper. That's what we have left in the today's special, and just a handful of those. They make beautiful bookend pieces or wonderful dimensional displays. One of the things that I love, and boy, like I said, I'm getting steps in just watching you. But when we were talking about the today's special earlier, and I just did it live here in the studio as well, the fact that there are 2 layers of, I guess for lack of a better term, animation, but then it takes the weather vane to a whole new area. It becomes almost 3D in a way, doesn't it?
Yes, watch what I'm doing right here. So the actual spinner head spins around. You can spin this around on the top, and then the blades, which actually look like beautiful feathers on a bird, you know, that's why I guess it's a plume spinner, but they actually spin bi-directionally. So they spin in opposite directions, and you get this mesmerizing optical illusion. And you know what, Shannon, that's what we need right now. We just need a little bit of optical illusion in our lives. And like I've been saying this all day, we're working at home, we're learning at home, we're cooking at home, we're eating at home. We have to play at home too and relax. So that space is so important to us right now.
It absolutely is. Now, I think, Jared, the green copper is probably the most popular at this point. Okay. Okay, actually, they're selling evenly. So there's the green copper, works back beautifully to that bronze. And the multicolor is actually much more limited. There are 600 only there. I mean, that's like a little rainbow in action. I mean, it's almost hypnotic. To me, and you know, we're of the same age and generation. I don't know that kids even have these anymore. Do you remember those little kaleidoscopes?
Kaleidoscopes, yes, I had one.
See,
that's exactly
too.
what, yep. It exactly looks like a kaleidoscope. It really does. It even looks like stained glass, you know? It's really, these are really, really gorgeous. And I want you to remember that because they're made for the elements, they're powder coated. So this isn't just a protective coat of paint. This is pigmented powder that is thermally bonded to the metal. That's heavy duty. That means these are not gonna rust, they're not gonna chip, they're not gonna fade. You're going to have them season after season, year after year. This is what Wind and Weather does for their customers.
Okay, I've got the elephant in the room question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How complicated to put together?
I assembled these. That should tell you a lot. I'm not so good at assembling. But I'm going to show you something right now. I'm going to bend down, and I want to hold this up, because you're going to have, this pole has 3 pieces. This prong goes right in the ground, that stake. You feed this over it. This is what's gonna make it so sturdy in the ground. And then you just attach the spinner head to it. It really is gonna take you probably 10 minutes. You know what you need? You need a Phillips head screwdriver. Anybody can find that laying around the kitchen.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's really easy to do.
Well, and the big thing is they're pretty, they're wildly popular. Hundreds of these gone in this selection. Now remember, we don't have a lot of these just because, frankly, this is not supposed to air, and it was not supposed to air for this price. I mean, that's what this day only is. In fact, it's funny, even when I called my sales manager earlier today, they actually still were, they actually thought I would be having the last airing of the Today's Special right now. So when I said kudos to you and Wind and Weather, you guys really pulled out all the stops. Remember, we do have a few, and I do mean a few, of that beautiful bronzy copper color. Works back beautifully to the green copper, of course. But Yvette, I think for a lot of us, and you know, we're all, as you said, we are obviously all spending more time at home.
Absolutely.
For me, I like a DIY project I can accomplish in minutes, not in days, not in weeks. Listen, life is challenging. I got enough chaos in my world. If I can get a box and know that I've done something just really great for my curb appeal, if nothing, just kind of visually soothing. It's like those little weather vanes or those little wind chimes that we used to have, right?
You got it. And I want to tell you, the directions are so great that you will be able to put it together easily. You want to look for a spot in your yard, and what's great is that you can move it around. You glance outside, you see the spinner going, you can tell how breezy it is, how still it is, and for time right now, you know, I have a full house. My daughters are home. My husband's a first responder. We need that little break outside. We need that little mental escape. And you know what? These spinners really do give it to you. I also want to remind everybody, since I'm a mom, Mother's Day is coming up. Fantastic gift for mom, because every time she sees it, she will think of you.
Well, and boy, Yvette, you nailed it, because long after those flowers have died or weathered or withered or whatever it might be, which, let's be honest, I mean, a dozen roses is going to cost you more than our this day only. Problem is, unless you're calling now, remember, this is HSN, I'm Shannon, I'm Skyping with my dear friend Yvette. Her today's special, for all intents and purposes, sold out during this spring and home garden event that we're doing for today. What I do need to remind you is this was not supposed to air. That's number one, because we were supposed to have the today's special. This was not supposed to be this price. So time is of the essence. If you're able to grab it now, $16.65. That is your first flex payment. You can do PayPal, debit card. We'll zip it off to you. There's a 90-day return policy, which is amazing. You know, Yvette, when I look at this, I think you really kind of hit the nail on the head. I mean, for Mom, for Mother's Day, but even, you know, I think of some of my friends, actually, Deb Byers, who's going to be joining us via phone, she's been...
Love Deb.
I know, we love Deb. She got me in trouble. I was chitty-chatting. I'm like, Deb, I got to go. I got to get to work. But she's been really self-sheltering. And so if you've really been mindful of that, I had another girlfriend, she had twins, so she's really not experiencing the outdoor, you know, the rest of the world. This kind of brings the world to your doorstep in a way.
You know, it really does. And to that note, I have a neighbor that has a sister that's a nurse, I believe in Dallas. And she told me, you know what, Yvette, I'm going to send her one of the Today Special spinners just to say thank you for being one of those essential workers out there. So, you know, these are just, they're really wonderful. You get a gift this at home. This is the gift that keeps on giving. It's not going to die. You don't have to water it. You assemble it in a few minutes, you find your spot, and you can even move it around. But I will tell you, you will definitely stand out in your neighborhood, and your neighbors are going to start asking about it. Where did you get that?
You're absolutely right, and especially at this price. And I'm going to pull out the farmer's daughter in me. You know, in farming, it is important that you know how strong the wind is blowing and kind of what direction the wind is blowing. When I said earlier, this kind of takes the weather vane to a whole new area, gives you kind of an idea of what's going on in your great outdoors, and looks pretty while it does it.
Yeah, and you know, I have mine. If you can find a spot where you can see it from inside, it's really cool, because I kind of walk to the kitchen, I'll glance out and I'll be like, oh, it's really breezy out there. I stop for a moment, I take a look at my spinner, and I go about my day. It's pretty cool. And I'll tell you, in Florida, mine take a beating with sun and rain, clearly, but you know, they just look as beautiful as ever. They haven't gotten snow yet, but I do know for a fact they look gorgeous in snow as well. So wherever you are, pick one up of these, because you're going to enjoy it for seasons and seasons. I promise you that.
For sure. Well, Yvette, thank you so much for joining us. I will see you next hour, right? I hope. Oh wait, this is.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I think this is the grand finale. That's what I think.
Well, there you go. Just sell everything out, and you take your cute little weather jacket, and your daughter, and mommy deserves a cocktail, okay?
I think so. That and a hot shower.
Amen.
But thank you so much. I'm so glad I got to hang out with you tonight. I miss you guys over there. I really do. Can't wait till we get to hang out again together.
Absolutely, Yvette. Thank you. Thanks to Courtney as well. Take good care, and of course, be safe. Thank you, honey.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Indeed. Well, if you, Yvette, of course, was also with Wind and Weather with our today's special, but you're